Well, get things going today with the stream. See how far we can get with Tears of the Kingdom. So welcome everybody to Tears of the Kingdom. This is our part 7, and today we're pretty much just going to be focusing on doing some generalized exploration and maybe do some shrines. See if we can make our way to the eastern side of the map. I think. Ultimately, we do want to try and get to Zora's Domain, but 2 hours and a lot of shrines between here and there. Somehow I get the sense we're going to just end up doing a lot of exploration today. Which is just fine. Oh dear. We won't... No. Can't summon here? Why can't I summon here? Rar, how were your dino nuggies that you got the other day? I forgot to ask you back on Saturday's stream. Here we go. Looks like we just had to get a little ways away before it would activate this for us. Alright, so last time we finished up the Wind Temple and we got Tulin's Vow. So Tulin's Vow has granted you the power to summon his avatar, which is a little creepy looking, but he's actually probably one of the best companions to have in this game. I go back and forth between which one I like better, between Rivali's Gale and Tulin's Gust ability, because they're both very helpful in some different ways. I guess we cannot pick those rocks up. Day good. We had them today. Very good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that they were good. Did you do them up with some mashed potatoes and gravy? What other sides did you have? Yeah, we still haven't eaten ours just yet. The thing is, I don't think DLC particularly cares too much for chicken nuggets, so which is a real shame. But he's just not much of a meat eater. Manus, how's it going, Manus? Welcome in. Yeah, we're just getting started with the session today. Fries, we had him for lunch. Gotcha. Wait, who doesn't care about chicken nuggets? My son. I don't think my son cares too much for chicken nuggets, or really meat for that matter. Kind of makes me disappointed. Gravy is for full spread dinners. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm still trying to get over the last of this cough, which I'm making my way through it pretty all right, I guess, but yeah, I just got some residual still stuck down in my lungs, which has been working its way out. An excellent day of grossing out my coworkers again, which is perfect. The coworker that was harassing me last week for not wanting, or for refusing, she came into my QB with Lysol and basically demanded that I either go home or put on a mask, which is basically violating any and all of my rights as an employee working there. Because not even the managers can do that, and she just kept harassing me about it because she really didn't want to get sick, and she was so sure that she was going to get something off of me. Well, she wasn't at work today, so I'm just sitting here like, oh great, of course she's not at work. That means that when she comes back to work, she's going to get on my case about how she got sick from whatever I had. What the hell? Yeah, a little bit. So it was kind of it was a thing last Tuesday. It was a whole thing last Tuesday. You're not my son anymore. You don't eat meat. I have no other choice. I disown you. Complete disowning. Poor DLC. I have to kick him out. Got sick from you being in your own way the whole time. So here's the story. So back just before Thanksgiving, like just after Halloween. I got COVID, and I didn't know I had COVID because my symptoms were pretty low. So I generally just go to work if I'm sick because I don't have a lot of sick leave to work with most of the time. Most of my sick leave ends up going towards family matters or, you know, if I just need a day to disconnect. So I still go to work if I get sick, unless I'm, like, debilitated. And I was not debilitated. I had COVID and didn't know I had COVID. And I went to work the entire week with, you know, with a cough, runny nose, you know, and that was about the extent of it. A little bit of a sore throat. But overall, you know, not like debilitating, can't get off of the couch kind of sick. So I went to work, and I didn't take any tests until that weekend. And when it was after my shift on Friday that I was just like, you know, I probably should, because Kyo was getting sick, and she always gets anything I get much worse. So I took a test, confirmed it was COVID, and went, oh, oops. Well, it turns out that my coworker got COVID and influenza at the same time, and she was out of work for like 3 weeks. Apparently, she even went to the emergency room for it and everything, like. And when she came back, she was pretty livid. She was really sure that she got it from me. And while I don't deny the possibility of her getting COVID off of me, I didn't have the influenza portion, so she did not get that portion from me. Getting that double combination of COVID and influenza was just kind of like a... Sorry, that sucks. The flu. Influenza. Yeah, just the flu. So she got, COVID and influenza at the same time. And just kind of like... Yeah, she was out for 3 weeks. It was really kind of scary, like we were all very worried about her, but yeah, she made it a point to make it known that I was responsible for her being out for 3 weeks. Non-English speaker no worries. I kind of figured that was what was going on. So, I haven't been sick since then. Hey Juju, how's it going? And Metal King, how's it going? Got you both in here. Got my keyboard to work with my TV only to open Twitch and see that Twitch didn't allow chatting through the TV or console apps. Sweet. Yeah, the Twitch app doesn't work so great on other platforms, regrettably. How's the PC? PC's doing fine. Haven't had any problems with it since Saturday night stream. Well, in any case, so this coworker, you know, she's kind of steered clear, and she is a nice lady for the most part. But, yeah, she just really got on one about me having gotten her sick. And, you know, other people on the team have been sick since then. And, you know, she hasn't bothered anybody else about being sick or anything. She hasn't told anybody else to put on a mask. One of my other coworkers that she talks to on a quite regular basis was sick for, like, 2 months. 2 months this coworker was coughing and just kind of making an awful lot of noise. And then there was my work buddy, and we all sit on the same row. We're all in our own cubies, but we all sit on the same row together. And never once did she bother anybody else about anybody else being sick. Well, I picked up this cough, right, that I had since last Thursday, and she made it a point to come over last Tuesday when I couldn't stop coughing. I just could not stop coughing, and it was not very productive either. It was just a dry cough persistently. And yeah, it was very frustrating for me as it was, but she came into my cubie right after my other coworker handed me some cough drops to help me along. But no, this other coworker, she comes into my cubie like this and is just all like, "You're not sick, Sarge, right? You're not sick, right?" And like covering her mouth, and then was like, "Well, if you're sick, you know you shouldn't be here." And I was just like, "I'm sorry, I have to work." Like I don't know what more you want from me. But no, she did not let it go either. She was just like, she was on me for like a good 5 minutes straight about how it's not fair, and if I remember what happened last time when I had the COVID, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is not COVID. It was It was a whole thing, but she even went to the manager. Oh, what the frick? Okay. Oh, gosh. So she went to my manager and was all like, I guess, went to talk to the manager. The manager can't do anything. Manager can't send anybody home for being sick. They can't enforce anything. They can't do nothing. But in any case, she went to my manager to see what could be done, and then came back with Lysol, and she asks me, Sarge, you're not allergic to Lysol, are you? And I'm thinking, okay, she's got some Lysol, she's going to spray her desk, right? No, I'm not allergic to Lysol, feel free to spray it, you know, if you need to spray your desk or whatever, I don't care. You want to take whatever measures you want to not get sick, then, you know, be my guest, but no, she starts spraying the inside of my cubicle with Lysol. She starts spraying the inside of my cubicle with Lysol, and then proceeds to walk off. Doesn't use the Lysol on anybody else, just in my cubie. And I was just all like, what the hell? Like, I was so pissed off. I didn't say anything to her, but like, I was just like, oh my gosh, you cannot be serious with this, right? Like, you come into my cubie with Lysol, and then she's all like, well, I talked to our manager, and she's going to talk to the district manager. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what the hell you expect them to do. They can't do anything. They can't tell me to put on a mask. They can't send me home. They can't do anything. Like, as long as I am not incapacitated, they can't do anything. That is the policy. What she's got is bitchitis. Seriously. You sure this person is normally nice? Well, I mean, I guess I could be reading a lot of things wrong, but the hilarious thing was that this was around 9 a.m., and I caught her walking past my desk at 1, still going like this. As she was walking past my desk, she was covering her face with her arm, and I was just like, get over yourself. It's when you fake an asthma. I don't have to fake it. I have asthma. Are you sure she's not a Karen? She's got a very close name to Karen, though. I mean, if I were to disclose the name, you would go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's not Karen, but it is definitely a 100% Karen behavior. And I guess one of my other coworkers on the row overheard this happening and almost went to our manager to tell her what was going on and that I was being harassed for having a cough. Arctic, welcome in. How you doing? We got Juju as well. Are you? Yeah. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic start to your week. Didn't know you could do chat only. I was got my mobile on chat only mode. Oh yeah, I do that too. Usually whenever I'm watching streams on through the PlayStation, I'll use the chat only on my phone and then just chat in that way. Currently enjoying some Silent Hill 3. Got past the part that I played last time, so I'm in the first gameplay territory again. Ocarina of Time Link. We got some amiibos. Yes, you guys are all welcome to redeem amiibos. They are very cheap in ways of channel points, so 50 channel points each. And I have a full list in the Abouts tab if you need to know which ones I've got. So let's use that. Yeah, we're mostly just focusing on exploration today. We finished the Wind Temple, and we'll probably be making our way down to Zora's Domain or Hateno or Kakariko, somewhere in the western part. We got the Cap of Time! Look at that. You sweet, sweet, beautiful child, Arctic you. I love you. How are you, other than what happened at work? I'm actually doing pretty good. I sound worse than I feel, because this has not had any amount of, like, fever, chills, or anything like that. So unfortunately, this crap went down into my lungs over the weekend, and that wasn't fun. Got to experience suffocation Friday night while playing Dungeons and Dragons, so that was cool. Yeah, it turns out that when you get crud down in your lungs and you have asthma, that's kind of a dangerous combination. Scorns, how's it going? Would you like to hear of our Lord and Savior Shigeru Miyamoto to discuss the future of Nintendo? I actually saw this interesting article today from Screen Rant, and I get so mixed about the things that they write about, because they're all like, how we can implement Sheikah technology back into into another Zelda game. And I'm like, guys, they never do the same thing twice with Zelda games. I mean, they kind of do with some of them, but, I mean, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask had some pretty stark differences despite how close together they were. And even Twilight Princess was not the exact same as Ocarina of Time. So, I just think it's funny when people speculate on how we can go back to doing the exact same thing we did in Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, they're not going to do that. As the company that notoriously tries to steer clear of doing the same thing twice, they're not going to do that. I don't want to get sick. Yep, because I suppose, you know, me coughing into my microphone could do it, for sure. That's how you get one of those computer viruses, right? But yeah, not too bad. Let's put on that Link cap. Provides us a little extra defense. And we get to look like Ocarina of Time Link. Just a little bit. That's how Rareware is transmitted, exactly. I mean, yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is very similar to Breath of the Wild, no doubt. But my point is that there's elements of Tears of the Kingdom that are unique. Like, they didn't do anything with the Sheikah technology, like, hardly at all in this one. I mean, they used a lot of the same mechanics, a lot of the same engine, but... And they've done that before, because... Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask do have very similar physics. Pretty sure they were both made through the same engine. Love Majora's Mask. Sure, it had some flaws. The conceptual ideas of the game it came out for its time was revolutionary. Yeah, it was revolutionary. Cough on a USB stick and put it in another PC. First Sora, then Melar, then Sarge. I know, it's got a hold of us all. Some serious crap going around for sure. Scorns, thank you so much for sharing the Discord link. Let's actually take a second here before we get too involved with this and do some shout-outs while since we've got some folks in here. We've got a lot of wonderful streamers who've graced us with their presence today. So let's start off with Manus, since you were the first one in here. Guys, go check out Manus.
It's mostly night teams that use piano, so you choose. You know what? I'm okay with that. Let's do Rito Village at night. No. Oh, that's such a shame. Okay, let's try Riding Horse at night. Oh, no. Also, no. That's such a shame. Correct Force at night. Oh, no, no.
What is the system you're playing
City
with?
at night. Oh, no. Also,
tell me more about this.
Oh. I don't know, man. Kakariko Village at night. Oh, we didn't get it. That's such a shame. That's darn. It's not even a night team either. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking done with this. I'll not do this again, okay?
I suppose, Manus, you would be the expert on what is and is not an engine with and what the differences are between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. If you guys don't know, Manus is actually one of the developers of Ship of Harkinian, which is the Ocarina of Time port for PC, which a lot of us have come to use. So if you have not checked out Manus, please go check out Manus. Go give him a follow because he's an awesome individual. He's over in the European area, so that does kind of conflict with time zones a little bit, but we are still grateful that you stay up so late to hang out with us. So try Zelda Hurdle for sure if you like Zelda music. I'll have to give it a check. Zelda Hurdle, but I got super tired of getting Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom music like all the time. Yeah, I have noticed that there are some subtle differences between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, so things mechanically do not always play exactly the same. Like, I've actually found that I have the bomb shoe hovering for Majora's Mask pretty much nailed down to a T because it's so much easier to do than it is in Ocarina of Time. So, there's that. What do you prefer, Sarge? Nighttime or daytime to go to the store? That's a toughie because we get a lot of weird people who show up at nighttime. And being at the store sometimes late is not as fun as one might think. It is nice to not have to deal with quite so much crowd, but you get some weird people after dark at the grocery store around here. Redeemed, have a snack. We want fun games, please. I'm playing a fun game, V. And if you don't like this game, you know where the exit button is. Let's go to the gym. I could go to the gym. I could stand to do that. Alright, secondly, let's give to Juju. Juju's been picking up some streaming lately. I've been watching Juju play some Resident Evil 5 the other day, and looks like you were also working on some some Silent Hill 3 most recently. So if you like those horror games, Juju would be your person to go and give a follow to. Which I know that we don't have to tell Scorns twice. Cheddar Ruffles for Sarge, sponsorship when. I was just at the store, I should have got some for sure. So yeah, guys, go check out Juju Vampire. And then we've also got... Oh dear. If I can type, which I can't. Arctic.
Can you fathom such betrayal, Lamb? Of your own turned against you, would you like to find out?
Been playing Cult of the
He was
Lamb.
The fifth bishop of the old faith, our brother, the one who waits.
Arctic's been doing a great job of implementing all of the
No!
Oh, did I? This is the part where I died.
No! Don't make me do this! I'm sorry.
Oh, did I turn?
No! I would rather no. Sarge, I'm sorry.
Ah, rude. That was horribly rude, Arctic. Sarge died. I'm glad. Again, you know where the exit button is. And I mean, while we're at it, we could just do this. Bye bye, V. Let's see, and who else we got? I've died the most. The bonk sound, yep. That's a shame that I die so much, but yeah. Arctic is a big part of the community, part of that circle with Moon and Mel are, so definitely go and check out Arctic. And then we've also got one more. Who can forget the lovely Scorns? Everyone has their talents. V's talent is pissing me off.
Alright.
It loves to play this Jack and Daxter clip, doesn't it?
Check real quick.
Scorns is a lovely variety streamer as well. Except you need to get live at some point soon. So
I just have to ask.
if you don't follow Scorns yet, please go and follow Scorns. And Scorns, get live. Get live so we can watch you. Need better clips. Hate Mile once. Get live so we can take better clips. Yep, a lot of awesome people, a lot of awesome streamers in here. So yeah, definitely give each other some follows, give each other some love. Okay, pretty sure this is one of those things we get to use this to go like this. Nope, not like that. Can we just drop it over there? How do we... Oh, I suppose that there is another... There's a track over here. Let's use that. I was hoping that that little hill would give us enough momentum, but alas, it was not meant to be. Okay. Why am I screaming? What do you mean? Did I get your sound? Nah. Not yet. Always walk around with a combat knife at night for safety. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that, so I try not to go out at night. You're craving cheesecake? Go get some cheesecake. Bring me some cheesecake. See, there's a stark difference here between RAR and V. Because V keeps making demands to for me to provide snacks and stuff. And do cooking streams when she knows that that's not what my material is. And, ooh, doing all sorts of other stuff on her demand. And then there's Rar, who's here just along for the ride, and offers, offers to share. So, Wow, that's an atrocity. Can we please? There we go. I made a lollipop, yes. Made a double-sided lollipop. And then what do we do for this last part? Okay, I think I remember this one. I think we have to build a box or something for this one. ENG. Oh, Emperor's New Groove. DLC enjoyed Emperor's New Groove. I've been having a devil of a time trying to get my son to appreciate movies at all, in any amount of capacity. And finally, this last Sunday, I convinced him to give up YouTube, because he's old enough that he understands when he gets bored of something, but he does not understand boredom itself. So he keeps, we end up watching the same YouTube videos over and over and over and over again until he becomes bored, but he refuses to acknowledge the fact that he is in fact bored with it. So, yeah, it's quite annoying, actually. In any case, yeah, so I finally got him to agree to a movie on Sunday, which he doesn't usually do, and we watched Emperor's New Groove. And at first he didn't seem like he was all too invested in it, but by the end he was like, I want to watch this. And I was just like, yes, let's watch this. Please, let's get some Disney movies going up in this establishment, because I mean, Kyo and I tried for a long time to have DLC. It didn't happen. We tried for it was like 6 years. We were having problems, and so we were stockpiling movies. We were stockpiling Disney movies, like planning out what kinds of things we'd like for him to watch, or what our potential kids to watch, and you know, we really wanted him whatever. We wanted our children to have, the Disney movies. So we stockpiled a good number of them. And, of course, he cannot be bothered with movies, which is super wonderful. Super wonderful. I'm in a junk food mood now. I blame you. I won't demand, but if you got some chocolate chip cookies, a small thing. I grew up in a hood that had a couple of games, a couple of gangs. Just learned to mind my own business and pretend I didn't see shit. Ain't the people most of the time you don't get to worry about, it's the animals. Gotcha, that's unfortunate. Don't like to hear about that. Music selection on Discord a couple days ago was instant bangers. DLC has culture. Why, thank you. I'm sorry, but you threw off the Emperor's Groove. Sorry! And Sarge messaged me like, hey, what's your favorite Disney songs? I'm like, what are you talking, actual music? Or characters singing music? I say all the above. All the above, for sure. Favorite is Lilo and Stitch. One of them. Lilo and Stitch is a really good one, for sure. How should we go about doing this? Nope. Don't be doing that. That was probably a lot more work than I needed to put into it, but, if it works, it ain't dumb. Oh, damn, there was a treasure up there, too. Let's go grab that. How about that Deadpool 3 trailer, though? I shared it on the Discord server. I don't know how many other people saw it. I'm excited. I'm real excited about that Deadpool. What about you guys? You guys got some movies that you're excited to see this year? Well, this is an issue, isn't it? I think we're going to have to leave this treasure here because we've sold ourselves a little short on how we can do this. Can we climb this? Nope. We should have used those other pieces before we came over here. Yep, we're just gonna have to leave it. DM'd me another sound bit. Better not be gross. Because you know if it's gross, I'm gonna say no. I stepped away for some donuts. Donuts. I bet if I drop these off of this cliff, they'll respawn over there. Yep. That'll give us some options to work with. It's actually clean. Color me surprised. I didn't know if it was possible. Safe for work, even. I'm so proud of you, V. You may or may not be learning a little thing called propriety. And I'm so proud. And of course you go and ruin a good thing. Let's see, how is about... should we go about doing this? Like so? There we go. Oh! Well, we had it. Just jump off the cliff, though. The sound will help keep me in check. Oh, come on. It's like, I know I can do this, because I'm always cussing. It's a trap! Follow good stories. I told someone to go F off. I watch what I want. What I want to watch. I was watching some girly TV show from Disney. It's pretty good. The story was called Witch and Owl House. Follow good stories. I remember James Bond as a kid with my grandfather, I think. I was 5 or 6 when I started. I've actually not watched any of the James Bond movies. Surprisingly. There we go. Why are you watching girly shows? Hey, if a person likes girly shows, they're totally valid in watching girly shows. Doesn't have to be a statement on anybody's manliness. Some of them have really freaking good stories. And that's all that matters. If there's something of enjoyment for an individual, that's all that should matter. I have all on Blu-ray if you want to watch the James Bond. I don't know where I'd find the time. I'm so far behind on the backlog. And I'm not really in the mood to watch a lot of movies lately, if I'm being honest. I've been doing a lot of gaming, and right now I'm even actually facing an issue with my gaming where I'm not entirely sure I want to be playing games at the moment either. So I like hanging out with you guys, though. Oh, I think Steele did make his decision on what game we'll be playing after Spyro. So for his 50,000 channel points, we're going to be playing Horizon Zero Dawn after we're done with Spyro. Please buy us cookies? I mean, I think Rower was already headed that way. You could ask her. Have a lot of girly animes. They're not hell. I know most girls are like a lot of what I've watched. I mean, hey, you don't need to justify, you know. If you enjoy what you enjoy, don't let anybody tell you otherwise, you know. And it's, I don't know, like if you're being weird about it, then, you know, maybe keep it to yourself, but, you know. But if it's not anything weird, you just like good stories, then I don't see why anybody should bother you about it. Okay, so that leads to the depths, except I don't think I want to go that way just yet. Japan has a different view on the body. Oh, it is not meant for children anime. Let's exercise. Go for it, V. Knock yourself out. Okay, where did we place the rest of our markers? We left 3 of them, actually. Up in the Hebrew Mountains. Cool. Okay. I can work with this. Based off what I've heard, you know, I have some of my own opinions about anime, about the culture. I still watch plenty of it, but you know, it's not really my place to say anything that would be hurtful or upsetting to anybody, so keep my opinions to myself. I don't want to exercise. I'm with Arctic. I think I'm okay right here. Let's see, where are we going? Actually, looks like we'll do better from here. Life is boring if you just know one thing. I'm always willing to learn more stuff and enjoy it. Yeah, that's kind of like me with my my Norse. Yeah, I plunged a lot into Norse mythology a couple of years ago, which is actually why all my subscriber badges are shields. They're Viking shields because I really like Viking lore and culture. And it comes as no surprise, really, that part of the reason why I like it so much has a bit to do with the fact that a lot of my ancestry comes from Denmark, Sweden, and England. So there's a lot of potential Vikings in my bloodlines. So I really look to that a lot. Okay, I set down a marker, but I don't see it over here, so I'm guessing I must have meant to mark this. Yeah, one of the interesting things that we had meant to check out, or that we were checking out at this last convention that we had gone to, there was a panel that was done by, well, by an individual that wanted to talk about all of the laws and customs surrounding traditional Japanese attire and like the different garments throughout all the different eras. Sadly, the panelist who put it together was sick and had to drop not only that panel, but they had like some 7 panels or something ridiculous like that they had picked up, and yeah, they left them all behind to somebody else who was not as prepared, and ended up being an extremely dry and very unfortunate panel. But it seemed like it was pretty interesting. It's just a shame it didn't really get anywhere. Never got the chance or opportunity to see my ancestry, but I think on my grandma's side of the family I could potentially part Greek. That would be really cool. I wonder if I can ascend up that way. There we go. Uh-oh. Maybe related because on my mom's, one of her grandparents come from Norway. That would be really interesting. I don't know that I have anything from, or any ancestry really from Norway. I didn't spot any in any of my family lines, but what's put together may not be entirely accurate, so it's still possible. How's it going, Iron? Welcome in. We are trying to be stealthy. Get some Assassin's Creed all up in this business. I think we're going to need some 007 theme in here in a minute. I don't do stealthy. It's a little incentivized to try and be as stealthy as you can be with this one. Mainly because they took away the rest of my equipment, so I'm not in a very good position where I can actually do a lot of fighting. What's up, buddy? What? Can you come down and tell me? Sorry, guys. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. What if he doesn't have pants on again? That hasn't happened in a minute. What's up, buddy? Can I what? You want your piggy bank? Yeah. Did you ask Mom? Did you ask Mommy if you can get your piggy bank?
Yeah.
What are you still doing with this, huh?
Mommy.
Did Mommy give you your piggy bank?
Yeah, 'cause Mommy can give me my binky, but for me, Daddy.
I'm busy down here, buddy. I'm streaming. See? There are people right there. You say hello.
No, you're almost done.
I am not almost done, buddy.
You're almost done with playing.
Apparently my stream schedule is being dictated by my 3-year-old.
Don't carry up. No, don't carry up.
I'm not going upstairs, buddy.
There's a piggy bank right there.
Okay, go get your piggy bank.
No, Mommy gave me a piggy bank. Mommy here. There's that piggy bank in there. Well, come on.
DLC cameo. Still wonder what my dad's side is. Because the black sheep, me and my brothers, so we don't know much. Part Romanian gypsy and Siberian gypsy and Argentinian. That's a pretty good mix. Rar says, Keo, we lurb you. It's been forever since you've seen him. Yeah, he's getting to be a bit of a big boy. Except the binky habit we can't seem to break him from. Okay, I guess we're gonna find out the hard way if this sets off the alarm again. Guess we might not need to. Just go around this way. I feel like I'm missing some of the pieces to this puzzle, though. Maybe we just keep moving around until we figure out exactly what we need to be doing. Oop. They're throwing stones at me. Point that we're supposed to drop. Ouch. Perhaps not. Damn it. I'm gonna drop it on their heads. So that's what we were trying to do. Didn't work out as great as I'd hoped it would. A lot of people give a lot of trouble when they find out I'm part gypsy where I am. I don't personally see why it should matter. I mean, I know that there's a lot of negative association throughout the generations, but it's like, that was a much longer time ago. Like, it really shouldn't matter. Hmm. Oh, shoot. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, like that. I don't know that I did this one. This one does not look familiar to me at all. I finally did some damage. I bet the box does more damage. Probably. Probably does. Getting a lot of arrows down there. Not very smart, are they? Hmm. Well, that'll work. Beat them with a stick. I mean, it's working. It's slowly working, but it's working. Got one of them. I love the madness that this became. There you go. Have fun with that. This might actually be the best device we've picked up yet. Woo! There you go. Have fun. Oof. Perfect. Oh, hey, we found a bow. Pretty much have this all under control now. Oh, we experienced a thing. Did grow up in the South. Football, guns, sports, beer, and church. Link says to the weapon, you could be fire. Only to bet the response, I am a stick. Where's steel? He'd get the reference. Yeah, I'm afraid I didn't quite get that reference. Bows are very great. Love to have me a good bow. So, Iron, have you got any more streams planned for the near future? Goodbye. Sorry, I know that took a bit of concentration. Picked up a nice sapphire. Alright, and there's one more done. Yeah, I'm almost certain I didn't do this one last time I played this game. That's kind of interesting, is that I didn't really go 100% on my first playthrough, so there's always a good chance that we might run into more shrines that I just didn't do the first time. It's Tuesday, you know what that means? Pizza time! I guess DLC was actually given pizza at daycare earlier today too, so I'm just like, I don't know if this kid's gonna want to eat pizza twice. So, Scorns, did you hear about Insomnium parting with the guitarist or something like that? I thought I saw some kind of like an article about that earlier today, and I'm a little concerned. Quite disappointed. Yeah, I think that the article that I was looking at was something along the lines of like they are going something about the guitarist like ghosting them or something. And I don't know what that's about. Seems like a really it's kind of a very selfish way to exit, you know, just not saying anything and then just becoming completely out of contact. It's very rude. Like, if you don't want to be in the band anymore, you just need to come forward and say it, but if that's what's going on. But it's hard to know. Being a huge Insomnium fan, I am. The guy handled it poorly, as the same also implies with Winter Sun crowdfunding money for their next album, even though fans say they're a joke in metal, but who cares? I didn't hear about them. I'm not really much in the loop when it comes to a lot of political factors for bands, so I don't hear about some of this stuff sometimes. Not unless it makes its way around. Got us a Korok seed. Alright, and now let's see where we can go to next. So this is where I dropped that waypoint. Though I'm not sure why. Doesn't look like there's anything of any particular value down this direction. Oop. Okay, I know that this mountain has a lot more of these shrines all over it. Now, I'm not seeing them. But I think at the very least we're going to try and clear off what I've found out here before we start moving on. And as a teenager, I had some buffalo when I was in Montana, made by some native Indians. And that stuff was good and delicious how they prepared it and made it. Really? So buffalo. I didn't know... I suppose if there's a place you're going to get it, probably Montana, but that sounds delicious. New Halo effect is going to be good, though. Oh, hell yeah. I haven't heard much on that front, personally, but I did know that they were working on new content, however. Keo, thank you so much for that resub. 29 months now. You've been an excellent, awesome supporter of my streams, my content. I really appreciate you, babe. Thank you so much for the 29 months. North Dakota, South Dakota, very mountain range. Gotcha. Yeah, well, I'm in Utah, so you know, we got a lot of mountain range around here too, but not buffalo. Buffalo is delicious if you find ground, make burgers out of them. It's less fat, more protein source than actual ground beef. Mac and cheese. I think we need baked mac and cheese this week. Oh, I think that's a good idea. We should do that, definitely. Sorry, I missed your comment there. This is a great idea. I fully endorse that, babe. Thank you. That. Good. Well, do we want to do that? Do we want to do that tomorrow? I fully endorse it. Let's try it at once. Listen, please. Now, not so fast. There's something that you don't quite grasp. More than defense. What does that mean? Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Hey, you bastard. I'm on fire. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Kindly. 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 Offense? Parents got a full buffalo when I was younger. Not sure if you remember. I do not, actually. That was one of those things I was actually recently thinking about, remembering that you used to go hunting all the time with your parents and grandparents. Okay, let's try and shoot this bastard before he gets too close. There we go. That worked. We're good. Got an icicle. How's that treating you, buddy? Stone slab shield. I do not want your rusty sword. You can keep that, thank you. Lucky. My cousin got one with his son a few years ago. They shared the meat. That's really cool. Never been hunting. I think every teenager should be able to go on a field trip around the United States to see how everything looks because it looks beautiful. Some of the areas. Yeah, I think in some ways, I you know, travel feels like it should be a mandatory thing, you know? Well, if that didn't tip you off. That should. When did I pick up a spring shield? Alright, up we go. Just stay out of Kansas. Louisiana in the casinos. Buffalo Head is mounted right inside the front door of their house. Must be a long time since you've been there. I do actually remember. So I've seen the Buffalo Head. I didn't know that was something that they got themselves though. That's pretty cool. I didn't ask about it, you know. It just seemed like such an appropriate thing for your folks to have in their living room. I just was like, oh yeah, of course they've got that. Why wouldn't they? Take junior high kids to New Orleans. No! No, this is a bad idea. This is the only way we could afford a health class. Now pay attention. Oh my gosh. There's so much more to learn in health class than that, King. There's so much more to learn in health class. If I had to pick a state, it would be either Arkansas or Texas to live. I would have picked Oregon or Washington if you can get a job easily there, but you can't. Yeah, that's Scorn's neck of the woods. Traveling just seems so out of my comfort zone, but yet I don't mind it. Since I want to be able to see other states across North America, and heck, I'm hoping to go to Japan as my #1 to visit due to their music scene, culture, atmosphere, and just seems so wondrous to see. Same with Sweden, Finland, and others, since the metal scene in those countries is a must attend for scorns. Not to mention, we gotta go and visit the Reaper. Right? Me realizing that I've only got about an hour and 15 minutes left and we have not gone east at all. That's okay. I think we actually want to aim this thing this direction. You know, I don't think we've used these machines a lot yet, so we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna trade my U.S. citizenship, become a Japanese one. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Live there. I think I would like to see some other places, but I don't think I'd want to trade in my citizenship. If I'm honest, I like this. I like being here. I know it's not conducive to everybody else, but I like it here. It's an earlier question. I'm going to try and stream Saturday. We'll see how it goes. Probably going to go visit my grandma because they are thinking she doesn't have much time left. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm all out of grandparents myself, so you know, it doesn't make it any easier, unfortunately, but yeah, definitely make that visit, make that last one count for sure. Doesn't have any quarters, might get something good from the gumball machine. Yeah, right? Utah would be fun to see. I haven't been to Salt Lake City since 2009. Yeah, come and visit. Hands down. These are all the good things. We're getting all the rockets, all the flame emitters, all the balloons. Like, this is all the crap we want to have. Out of grandparents, I took care of my grandfather on his deathbed for about 7 to 8 years. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah, the grandmother I was closest to went in 2021. Man, she loved DLC so much. And unfortunately, DLC's not going to remember her at all, but we went and saw her in the hospital, and they wouldn't let any kids in. It was strict COVID policy still of no more than 2 visitors at a time. And she was just saying so badly how much she wanted to see that baby. And, you know, I'm telling her, I'm sorry, can't get him in here. It was just such a hard thing, because all she wanted to do was to hold him one more time. A very old map that shows a marked spot. What could be there? I wonder, I wonder. Ah, thanks for that, loosen up. I haven't been to Salt Lake City since 22, I think. Yeah, 22. I'll be back. I'm headed into Walmart to grab some groceries. I'll see you when I get back home. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. Sounds good. I'm only live for about another 70 minutes, so there is a possibility we'll probably raid out if you're not back within the next hour, but, you know, all the same, if we don't see you tonight, thank you so much for being here, Juju. We will definitely see you around on the weekend for Spyro, if you want to come and hang out with us again at that point. Because, yeah, we got the Spyro as well. Okay, that down there is going to be something important that we will need later in the game. And I guess the most I can do is I can land on it and mark it, because we are going to need to come back here. Utah's a trap, don't do it. Anywhere can feel like a trap if you let it. For not being that far away, I sure don't like to go there. I really don't like going to Salt Lake City either, if I can help it. It's etched with ancient Hyrulean text. You cannot read it. I'm trying to remember if we can actually... Because I'm pretty sure we need pictures of these, right? Oh, we don't have the camera function. We didn't do that side quest yet. That sucks. Okay, this way this will stand out for later. Okay, any other green swirly things below us? I think not. I know that there are some that are inside the mountain as well. But I'm not seeing anything sitting on the surface that we need to look at. Looks like we're getting a blood moon here in a minute. Oh dear. There's also a monster base over there. Yeah, if I'm honest, I don't particularly love going to Salt Lake City either. I don't like driving in it. Driving in it stresses me out. But of course, that's where all the shows are, so we have to go down there for anytime we go and visit any... or go to see any of the live shows. Wolf just chilling up there. Just the lone wolf. That's why you always have me drive to shows. I mean, you don't have to. I just know you are kind of partial to driving. I remember from like a decade ago, you used to say that you didn't trust anybody else's driving except for your own. And I trust your driving enough, so I figure I'd just let you drive. If you want me to start taking us to shows, I will. I like how the first game is just the blood moon rises once again. And then this one's basically a whole thriller outro. Seriously, kind of. Tend to like the more designated cities that aren't the most popular when I travel. It's kind of how it is up here, north from Salt Lake City. You know, it's not like overwhelmingly busy for being a city. Here we go. Oh dear. Thank you. Sarge doesn't like my driving. I'm sorry. But no, I don't. I'm sorry. If I'm being honest, King. How does this work? Okay, okay, I see. I get it. I get it. There we go. Still the same, only person I'm fine with driving me is my dad, probably from all the years of my mom's crazy driving. I don't know that I've ever been driven around by your parents at all. I'm trying to recall if there's ever been a time where that's happened. You think I'm offended? I'm the one that pointed it out. Well, you know, it's like I said, nothing personal. Perfect. I never have, never will. Never drive with my father in the car. Never have, never will. Sometimes. I mean, sometimes my dad's driving. Some of you guys know what I mean, too. My dad's driving sometimes has led to some interesting, wild adventures. Oh, boy. Shit, bar broke off long ago. Thanks for posting the Discord link again for me, Scorns. Appreciate it. I don't need Google or OBS for that sheet. We had an interesting ride with your dad in Salt Lake. Seriously. Like, at the time, I don't think that really occurred to me just how dangerous that whole situation actually was. But, like, yeah, total off-roading experience off the interstate. I'm pretty sure it was in the winter months, too. Because I'm pretty sure we were heading back with my dad from a Pokemon event, right? That's what I seem to recall. What's the next platinum trophy? That's the million-dollar question now, isn't it? So, I've been playing Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin, and I got the platinum in it a while ago. And of course, me being the nutcase I am, I decided I needed to get all of the rest of the DLC trophies as well. The base game was actually a lot of fun and contributed a lot to the original Final Fantasy story. I'd even sent screenshots of it to Rar because I know how much Final Fantasy 1 means to her. And, you know, I just had a really good time with it. But when I played the DLC for that, it probably took me an extra 40 hours to get all of the trophies out of the DLC. And it wasn't necessarily so bad that, you know, Pack 1 and Pack 3 weren't bad. Pack 2 decided to introduce a battle tower. I hate battle towers. I really hate them. And they started implementing all of these, like, new mechanics, new rules. It's like you have to use special or high potions in order to mitigate bleed damage that was like being dealt out. And the further you get into it, the more obnoxious it gets too. The more stupid things that they put on top of it. So I was like, really? Yeah, wasn't a fan, but finally got it all done. Got it all finished up. Got my last couple of trophies in it on, what was that, on Sunday? Sunday morning. No, it was yesterday morning. And now I'm kind of at a loss as to what to play because I've been working on this one for so long that I haven't thought about what my next game is. So I'm just kind of hanging out until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out, and that'll be my next title that I'm really invested in. I don't know if I'm going to go for Platinum in it, but what I do know is that I will be picking out another game to get Platinum out of before too long. I just don't know what it is yet. Oof. Okay, dude. That's not cool. I think we're gonna warp out of here. I don't want to get smacked by that punk again. We got what we came here for. We're out of here. Good old Pokemon events. Those were the days. Those were really the days. Like, I still tell some people about how we used to play Pokemon, my mom working for the company. And, like, it sounds like something people just make up just to be cool. But, man, I had a really great childhood. Not very many people can say that their mom actually worked for the Pokemon trading card company. So, that was pretty awesome. Ooh. I saw on the horizon out there. What do you guys think? Do we want another health edition, or do we want another stamina? You're a Goron. You are a Goron. You should know the way to Goron City. How in the name of Hylia did you get? How did you forget? I'm sorry, guys. I'm tripping on my words. Lay off. I'm embarrassed enough as it is. Besides, it's not that I forgot. When I left the city, there was still lava everywhere. I didn't know Death Mountain would stop erupting. The lava would cool, and new roads would form. You don't have to tell me there was lava everywhere. It used to be so hot that Hylians couldn't step foot on the mountain without fire-resistant gear. Even if I wanted to take a trip that way, I couldn't. Well, thanks to this guy, now you can. First, we have to walk down the road toward Death Mountain, which you can see over in the northeast. Then we'll arrive at Woodland Stable, and from there we keep going north. Thanks again for the directions, fella. Happy to be of service. Using Death Mountain as a landmark is all well and good, of course, but the red haze around the summit looks worryingly like gloom. Try not to get too close. Alright, let's get going then. Might as well get out of this rain. And on our way, we'll stop by that bistro place you keep mentioning. Now you're talking. Let's get some stamina. Keeps us airborne longer, for sure. Yeah, let's get that stamina. Yeah, regional championships. I mean, that was like an all-day thing. Those regional championships were no joke. Getting so many people from all over the place. And you know, I don't think I've played in a tournament since Pokemon Regional Championships 2014. It's been a long time. Alright guys, remember we can unlock other cool fun things with the amiibos. The amiibos are pretty cheap to redeem, and the list of them is in the About tab, so feel free to redeem those amiibos. Oh, that hadn't happened yet?
Blood-stained moon shines upon the land.
Can I not skip? There it is. I was about to say, I have a skip button somewhere. Yeah, getting those regional championships, getting those folks from... We'd have folks from Idaho, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, California. It was a good time. It was a hell of a good time. Oh yeah, that extra stamina segment's gonna make it's gonna be a big help. There's a shop here, huh? Shaka Kala. Shaka Kala. Sniff, sniff. I smell Korok seeds on you. If you give me Korok seeds, I'll expand the size of your inventory. So, you want more room? Yes. Shalaka! Which stash should we expand? Let's try the weapon stash. I need 8 Korok seeds. Never mind. Bow stash? 3 Korok seeds. That's better. Let the expansion begin. Need one for Oregon and Washington for research purposes. I'm pretty sure that there used to be one up that way. Actually, I think I might know the people who run the tournaments up there still. I still smell Korok seeds on you. You want me to make your pouch even bigger? We can't afford. I learned a thing! Decayed weapons. Yes, yes, yes. It's very sad. Anyway. Now, Rara has actually taken the liberty of making us a cute meme that says I learned a thing. It's got a Korok hanging from a leaf. That's just captioned, I learned a thing. But you guys are more than welcome to snag it from the Discord server if you'd like to. A little inside joke, but, you know, that's fine. Thanks for posting that link again. Rupage! Getting those single rupees. Okay, let's help this guy out before we get going too much further. Try letting go. How's the president standing? That was brilliant. I would have never thought of it. I mean, if you'd made a proper base before you put the sign up, you wouldn't have to try and hold the sign up. Or be willing to put the sign down. Perfect. With your help, President Hudson is now standing proudly and firmly in place. Get some rupees, get a snack, and usually one extra thing. Puff Shroom. Ah, thanks for that hydrate. I actually live 45 minutes away from Nintendo of America in my neck of the woods. Is that right? That's pretty awesome. Oh, speaking of Nintendo, do you guys know that there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow? That's what I saw anyway. I posted about it in the server, but just in case anybody didn't know that, or I do know that sometimes the Discord is an exhausting thing to try and keep up on, so I'm letting you guys know if you've got your ears tuned in on me still, that there is a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. At least I've read. I'm gonna watch it, yeah. So dial into that Nintendo Direct for sheezy. I mean, we're slowly making our way east. Very slowly. Isn't Pokemon Day coming up soon? It might be. I'm not particularly great at keeping track of when that comes up. Yeah, I don't play nearly as much Pokemon as I used to. Yeah, somebody would have to tell me what day that is, because I'm not entirely sure. February 27th. Well, there you go. Combat training throwing. I could have sworn we did this one already. Shrine purifies an ancient evil. You have entered here. Heed my instruction. Aim true and throw the material. 2 days after rebirth. 2 days before. 2 days before rebirth. I was under the impression the rebirth is coming out on the 29th. Okay, let's see. We're going to throw fire fruit. Maybe. Oh, shoot. How do we do this? Ow. Like this. Here we go. Brain isn't wiring properly today. My words are misinterpreted. No worries. We got you. Aw, damn. I want that stuff. I want it. You've proven your mastery. I mean, we're just throwing stuff, really. Today's dinner's gonna be lit. It'll be in the Discord. What you got, Scorns? What you got? Scorns always got good meals. 3 bomb flowers. Hopefully they'll release info on the next Pokemon game. Scarlet left a lot to be desired. I've heard that there's a lot of mixed feelings about Scarlet and Violet, because my brother really enjoyed playing it. Played it with my mother, and they had a really good time with it together. But I've heard other people say that it wasn't as good. I was a little surprised at how underperforming it was. Even for Nintendo Switch standards, it seemed like it was kind of underdeveloped to me. Got us another Light of Blessing. Yeah, and from what I have heard, people are really kind of speculating on there being a new Nintendo console coming up. I don't know that it's the right time just yet for that. Based on what I've heard so far, it kind of sounds like Nintendo is making statements that they're not quite ready to give up the Nintendo Switch. But we're also 7 years into its life cycle, so we're probably at a point where we need to start thinking about that, you know? Okay, Impa's down here. Pokemon just haven't piqued my interest after Generation 2, but I love the music for the latter half of the games. If you haven't played Generation 4, Scorns, I recommend playing Gen 4. Gen 4 is actually my all-time favorite. And this comes as somebody whose favorite Pokemon was Tyranitar from Generation 2. You should play Gen 4. Thematically, it's phenomenal. So is Gen 3. Gen 3 and Gen 4 did a really good job of telling some excellent narratives. Yeah, Ruby Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl, those games are phenomenal. I'd say that that's where Pokemon shined. It's most. No pun intended with Shining Pearl. It was way too easy, just seemed boring, and managed to finish the decks fairly easily. Is that right? Well, now you can integrate your stuff from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home, and move stuff from Pokemon Home into the Switch games. Gen 2 is your personal favorite. Gen 2, I haven't played I haven't played Gen 2 in such a long time. It's been a very long time for me. Give it at least 2 more years minimum for console, for a new console, new Nintendo. Play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Got it. Yeah, either Diamond or Pearl, or you can also play Platinum. Platinum was kind of like the Emerald release, and was had an even extra layer to it that was like really, really good. But yeah, now with the way that Pokemon has got stuff set up, you can go out on your cell phone, play Pokemon Go, and then you can transfer your Pokemon out of Pokemon Go to an application called Pokemon Home, which you can also install on your Nintendo Switch. And you can move all of your Pokemon from home to the video games and play the video games with Pokemon that you've been holding on to. In fact, you've never had you should get it. You should get it, bro. Seriously. So, here's what's cool, right? In the years past, they've always done a very good job of making sure that you can port your Pokemon forward ever since the Game Boy Advance games. So you used to be able to trade your Pokemon from any of the Game Boy Advance games. So Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green, Fire Red. You could import all of those through the Safari onto the Gen 4 or Gen 5, I think. So either Gen 4 or Gen 5. And migrate all of your Pokemon off of the Game Boy Advance games to the DS games. And then when the 3DS games came out, they had a tool that is sadly no longer in service that let you move all of your Pokemon from the DS games to the 3DS games. And unfortunately, as of last year, you can no longer do this, but you were able to move everything out of Pokemon, or yeah, any of your 3DS games. So, yeah, anything XY, Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, and also Sun and Moon, I think. Those were the other ones, right? Yeah. Or Ultra Sun and Moon. Any of those 3DS games had transfer capability to Pokemon Home. And I have actually been fairly on top of keeping all of my stuff. So, my Pokemon Home has Pokemon that I played with 20 years ago. I still have Pokemon in my Pokemon Home from 20 years ago that I'm still holding on to. And I can import them into the new video games, and I can just run through the games with Pokemon I used 20 years ago. I think that's really cool. That might just be me, but I think that's really cool. So, yeah, Pokemon Home, being able to integrate old catches, everything from all of my old playthroughs, all in on this one platform that migrates forward, just kind of like that's it for me. That's the ultimate Pokemon experience, because I've got so much of the Pokédex from generations 1 through 4, and then you know, a little bit of 5 thanks to some of the other games. But yeah, I'm impressed with it personally. Let's talk to these guys. So, have you learned of any new geoglyph locations? We have balloons scouring the kingdom for them, although it's hardly quick work. Maybe we could survey more territory by launching out of the Skyview Towers, but no, that's not safe. Oh, it's you, Link. Link, hello. We are searching in every region for geoglyphs. Alas, they are not as easy to find as one might expect. Lady Impa, what would you say to a targeted approach? Instead of looking everywhere, we start by finding a clue. The Forgotten Temple would be best for that, I suppose. It's in a canyon in Hebra. We can only hope it is not too dangerous there. For now, let us continue combing the land for information. We need every scrap of evidence we can find. The survey team will support you however we can. Many hands, as they say. Thank you. And Sir Link, we could use your help as well. Please continue to search for geoglyphs. Or you could go to that Forgotten Temple at the bottom of a canyon in Hebra. Yep, we could do that. Is Pokemon Go even still relevant? I don't see many people playing or talking about it since the first fiscal year, how popular that game skyrocketed. It's still pretty relevant. They're still doing a pretty good job of keeping content going in it. And, you know, I for one, I would actually like to play it more this summer. There have been some years that I'm really good about playing it, and other years where I haven't been quite as much. But yeah, I mean, my mother still plays it. My siblings all still go out and play Pokemon Go, and there's actually a surprising amount of surprisingly large community still for it. So. Ooh, hello. That's unexpected. What is this for? We're standing on one of the geoglyphs, too. Cave locations. I played the entire game without knowing that that was a thing. That's cool. See, I told you we were going to find more stuff. Grab us some luminous stone. Oh! Unkind little bastard. Get him, Tulum. Can't carry any more melee weapons. And probably could find at least one we don't need anymore. Yeah, it's... Gonna drop that. Yeah, I had no idea that you could unlock a guide to the cave locations like that. This is news to me. And I'm trying to remember where the luminous stones were relevant. I know that I was using them quite a bit for something later in the game. So, may as well collect what we can get off of this. When are we getting a speed run? That's a question V keeps asking. If I'm being honest, speed running is not anything that I have any particular interest in doing. However, if I were to do one, I would probably be doing something like Ocarina of Time with it. My plan is, after finishing up Tears of the Kingdom, we'll be moving on to doing some ROM hacks that I've been accumulating for a pretty long time. Radiant armor? I don't think I got radiant armor. But then again, hard for me to remember some of what I did last time. It's already been a minute. I play a lot of games in my off time. No, I don't remember getting radiant armor at all. Grab some flint. That'll be helpful if we need to build fires. First rule of ROM hacks, don't mention ROM hacks. Why not? We love ROM hacks. We so love ROM hacks. I feel like I've been bringing this up an awful lot, but who was here when I was playing Nimpies? I know King was. I know King knows about Nimpies all too well. I don't know if anybody else here remembers Nimpies Adventure. Hello. Now there's a article 12 hours ago saying Nintendo next console won't be arriving until 2025, around the first quarter of the year. To me, I think Nintendo Switch between the PlayStation 4, Xbox One was competing with the 9th generation. Want to at least see Nintendo give some specs about the future hardware, accessories, functionalities that'll accumulate in the distant future if Nintendo isn't prepared in the stages to announce just yet. I don't think we're going to be expecting to see any kind of an announcement about new hardware tomorrow. I think that we'll be hearing about the games, but I don't think that we'll be hearing anything about... yeah, probably not anything about hardware. If I had to venture any guesses. Well, that did not work according to plan. Still not working according to plan. Ooh, and now we're dead. Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? And I didn't set the death tracker. 1 second, Scorns. Playing games with your mind. I've been seeing those controls lately. It's pretty nuts. All right, Scorns, you can go ahead and add the death. There you go. Yeah, cool. Said just like Tricky. Okay. We got the bubble gem out of here. I think we're probably just gonna... We're gonna get ourselves out of here before we make a mess. So I'm not even seeing that bubble frog anymore, so I'm assuming he's gone. Come on. There we go. Spyro can't come soon enough. Friday night. I mean, that is still the plan, is to do Friday night for the time being. So. Looks like we got ourselves about another 30 minutes. I'll bring the cheddar ruffles. I thought there was a geoglyph over here, but I guess I'm mistaken. Trying to figure out why that pin is there. Don't know how people can stream for long periods. After 2 hours, my mind is fried. I don't know. Usually mine is fine up until about 4 hours. 4.5 hours, and then mine starts to go. I think some of us just have different stamina for it, and really there's not anything wrong with that, you know. Stream at your own pace. There's nothing in the rulebook that says that you have to stream any longer than you're comfortable doing. Yeah, Scorns goes 5-6 hours. Yeah, some people like to do periodic, really long ones. Some people like to do short, frequent, you know. Some people like to do one once every, like, few months. It's really just whatever you want to do, you know. There's absolutely nothing in any rulebook that says that you gotta do it any one way or the other. No thanks. It just depends on what time I start, really. If I start earlier, then I'm usually pretty good for streaming longer. My Tuesday streams usually go 2.5 hours, but I'd go longer if I could, but I got some other things I gotta do on Tuesdays. Even if it looks weak, a monster's still a monster. You've always got to stay on your guard. Look at you, swooping in to save me in the nick of time all over again. Here, take this as thanks for helping me. I'm sure you'll like it. Wahoo! The name's Kalissa. I'm a legendary treasure hunter of the Gerudo. Nice to meet you. Have you heard about the strange phenomena going on all over the regions of Hyrule? Islands floating in the sky and caves opening up everywhere. It's a dream come true for a treasure hunter. Lately, I've been really interested in the rubble and stones falling from the sky. I've even been dreaming about them. My latest dream? That big stone came tumbling out of the sky and hit the ground, and then suddenly started to float back upward. I grabbed onto it, and before I knew it, I had arrived at an island in the sky, full of treasure. Can you imagine? Anyway, that was basically the whole dream. Too good to be true, of course. Why would I dream about a falling stone flying back up to the sky? Dreams are so strange. I'd better get going, but I hope we meet again. Savork. As long as you take breaks in between, you could do longer ones. It just depends. And I know some people who will like take breaks in the middle of, you know, stream. I've seen some people who will take a BRB stream, and they'll be gone for like 15 minutes before they come back. So you're still working on your Nuzlocke then? Or have you made some progress? Or did you make good progress on that on your last stream? So I remember you were streaming Saturday night. A lot of enemy hideouts around here. Is there a shrine over here? Some of the trouble is, sometimes the pins don't land exactly where I thought that they did. And we end up with markers in the wrong places. Yeah, 'cause I'm almost certain I was trying to put that pin on that one over there. Looks like survival horror is going to be the winner for my next Twitch stream. Is that right? What you got in mind? You're doing a fire red randomizer. That's right. I think... Ooh. Alright, up we go. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where's about you were in that game, because it's been so long since I've played. I mean, I haven't played Leaf Green in forever. That was the one I had. I didn't have Fire Red, but I had Leaf Green. But yeah, that was a pretty long time ago for me. Blue and red was your jam. I remember playing gold. I played gold pretty significant amount. You only beat Misty? Yeah, that's not too far in, is it? Forward force. Oh, wrong thing. God, can you imagine how hot that would be? Holy hell. Whoa! That's not going according to plan. See what we can do here. Oops. Still not making that forward motion. Use the Force, Link Skywalker. I actually had a Link Skywalker shirt a while ago. Say the Triforce is with you or something like that. The Triforce would be with you. I'm trying to remember, it was a long time ago. And I had to get rid of that shirt because I grew out of it, which made me kind of sad. I used to have a lot of those fun nerd shirts. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we were supposed to do to get this thing to work. I'm not remembering this one either. Not so great. After I finish Randomizer, I'm probably gonna do a Kaizo Ironmon challenge of Fire Red. I mean, you've always been really good at those Pokemon games. I think if there's anybody that's going to be able to do it, it should be you. Is it really not like this? Because it really feels like it should go like this. Not quite enough space, I think. That's really not going to work. Might just make a fool of myself. You know, it's all part of the learning process. Wow, that so didn't work. Oh. You want the definition of not working. That's what I'm doing. This just really feels like it's supposed to be able to drive along this thing. Wonder if we can get a third one in here. All four wheels, maybe? We got 5 at our disposal. We could probably fit 3, though. Damn. Damn. The fuck? I swear there's got to be a better way. I'm about ready to see if there's a cheese method. Oh shit, and there's more over here too. Oi. Won't argue or disagree about your statement prior to The Lion King 2 being the best Disney sequel ever created. Definitely is one of the most important influential films that they made for its time. Right? Yeah, I mean, I do also like Toy Story 2, but I'm not necessarily meaning anything that Pixar put out as a sequel. Yeah, most of Disney's sequel productions, as I was saying earlier, a lot of those sequel productions were just kind of like, okay, it's a little special, but all right. So, you know, it was, damn it, provided something a little bit more special, in my opinion, to. I'm worried this is not going to work again. I feel like I'm just back to square one. Yeah, a lot of those classic Disney productions, the old ones, or the sequels, any sequels that they did for the old productions are just kind of like, they weren't great, you know. They were not that great. Still, though, better than the live-action adaptations that they've been giving us lately. That's for sure. I'm kind of getting the sense that this needs to be seated more forward than I'm giving it. I love it when it attaches at weird angles. Come on. I think we're gonna see if there's cheese. If we can have some cheese with this, because I'm just about over this. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. I'll grab that here in just a second. Damn. So close. There we go. Think I can grab it from here. This is mine. Thank you. We're done here. Like, I don't mind these puzzles if they're a little bit more clear on how you're supposed to solve them, and I'm sure that for somebody else, it was probably a very clear solution what was supposed to be done, what I was doing wrong. But, sometimes with these puzzles, they're just too strange. They're just a little too strange. Hello. Reveal your secrets. Water Temple's just laughing at us. It's not that bad. Strong Zonite sword. Let's toss this piece of junk. Okay, so now... Now we're making rafts. As far as I know, these wheels don't actually turn in the water. So we need to make, I need boards that are only half of this size, but yeah, sure, why not? That'll do. Like this one is a little bit more obvious what we can do to make this work. There we go. Stick this bad boy on here. Here we go. Make us a primitive raft. That's alright. It works. We'll get that hydrate and the posture check at the very least. Should get to you about the custom sound alerts, since I'm narrowing it down to 3. One is gonna be the winner. I mean, you can send me your candidates. I'll help you pick. It just occurred to me, we're gonna get to the end of this and then it's gonna go like haywire. No? Looks like we're good. Oh, I wasn't supposed to ride my own raft across? Greatest raft of all time. Oh, we're back at the start. I see. Okay. I'm following. Get in there. Yeah, the thing about the Tears of the Kingdom playthrough is that I almost expect that this is going to take us most of the year, unless I decide to, unless I decide to double this up on the Saturday, or on weekend streams as well. Which, after Horizon Zero Dawn, I may elect to do that, actually, down the road. Just focus strictly on Tears of the Kingdom until we get through it. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Otherwise, we could be at this for a pretty long time. And I do have some other things I would just really love to be able to start into before too long, so. Okay, I see a shrine out there. Good evening, Mr. Customer, sir. Word of the wise, while the sun is down, don't even think about wandering into the forest near here. We've got a monster problem. A scary one moved in and made a forest. I mean fortress. I mean fortress. Anyway, it is B-A-D bad news, and it brought some other monsters with it. And look! I worked so hard just to build a well, and now I can't even use it. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that might excite some. I mean, it's not that hard to make a new well, but what if the monster decides to raid us? I can't sleep. I can barely talk. I thought maybe I'd try to sneak attack from behind. You know, stay out of their field of view. Yeah, it didn't go so well. Someone could at least get that big one to leave. We'll keep wishing, but for now, you really should steer clear of that forest. They say it's hard for monsters to pick up your scent in the rain, but I say danger is danger in any weather. Okay, I can see another shrine out there. And regrettably, I think we are at time. Yeah, we're at time. So we should probably wrap up here for the evening. Yeah, let's give this a quick save. And maybe see who is live right now, because I'm not entirely sure. I feel like the Tuesday routine kind of changes depending on who wants to stream and such, so we'll find out. Oh, damn it. Okay. Looks like we have a couple of options today. My brother-in-law is currently streaming right now, JLark Stories. It looks like they are actually in the process of setting up for their stream, so they're just getting ready to do some artwork by the look of it. They're working on an art commission, I believe. But in any case, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out this evening. I will be live again on Friday for some more Spyro, playing the Reignited. Hopefully we can finish Game 1 and start making our way through some of the other titles as well. But I'm really not sure how many of the Spyro games I'm planning on playing, if we're going to end up doing all 3 of them, or if I'm just going to do like the first 2. But at the very least, we got to get, you know, at least a couple of them in. So we'll at least do the first 2 of them, and then see where we're at. So yeah, let's go ahead and raid into JLark Stories. Yeah, and thank you so much, Scorns, for posting the Discord link. Appreciate that. Yeah, so just so that you guys know, yeah, we do have the Discord. That's where I post any and all of my updates, anything that's going to be changing as far as scheduling goes. It's also the way to participate with anything like current poll, or yeah, essentially just to chat with us through the week outside of streams. So if you haven't already, please join the Discord server. And yeah, I will see you guys on Friday. I feel like I had a whole spiel and it's completely gone from mind, but I just appreciate everybody that's come and hang out. Thank you, Keo, for the resub, and thank you to everybody who's come in, said hello, stayed to hang out. This is a great time just to, you know, hang out, just chat with you guys, and you know, I just really enjoy doing this. So that's all that really matters to me, is having an opportunity to spend some quality time with the people that I've made friends with online, as well as my my local friends who've pulled up as well, started hanging out with me, such as Iron and Metal King. I really appreciate you guys. So, all right, we're gonna move this party over, but yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday with Spyro. You guys know the drill. Stay safe, stay awesome, stay hydrated, and we'll see you guys in the next stream. Until then, have a good evening.